everyone. Welcome to the session. Yeah, we will be starting today on the Microsoft Azure AI fundamental, and then we are going to complete. We'll go through on the work and the lab side also. So let me start with the screen sharing and introducing myself, and then we are going to start. So I hope my screen is visible and we can get started. So yeah, myself Deeksha Sharma, and I'm Microsoft certified trainer, and primarily I'm into the data and AI domain, where I'm majorly into the ETL or in the data science domain. So I have, as an implemented, use multi-time, like 14 times certified into Azure, and 2 time into GCP, and majorly I'm into the corporate training domain plus the solution architect side. And if we talk about our today's topic, so this is the agenda which we have for today. That is the fundamental of AI concept that we are going to talk about. How we can get started with the fundamental of machine learning. Then how Azure AI services comes in the picture and play a key role, like how you can leverage the Azure services while working into the AI domain. So these are the agenda which we are going to cover today, and inside that we are going to talk about okay how your AI will play a key role. What are the core fundamentals which we have into the AI domain, and what is the importance when we are building any AI model or any machine learning model? What are the key things we need to keep in mind, and what are the different type of machine learning models we have, and what are the different subset of AI we have. And apart from that, we are going to identify the AI services that we have available on Azure and how we can use them all together. So in this module, we are going to talk about all this in detail, and we'll cover from the Azure portal also how we can walk through and how we can build our services on Azure platform. So then let's get started with our first topic, that is your fundamental of AI concept. And inside that, if you are going to see, so first of all, what is AI? Like right nowadays, you can see in the market there are multiple multiple domain are coming up in the picture. But now you can see AI is in very much in demand, or it's in very much boom. So on that basis, if you see right now, once this ChatGPT comes in the picture, people are moving towards the AI or in the data science domain, and there are multiple keep new innovations coming up related to the AI domain. Now, what is exactly AI? Where in the AI side, basically we are helping, or we are going to teach a machine, okay, that is going to think like a human. Okay, although it's a basically the as a human we can see or we can analyze the things, we can give the our perspective with respect to any particular things going to happen. Like okay, we can see image, then we can see that okay, this image is talk about this. As a human intelligence, we can perform all the operation, right? What is the task we have, if any input of the data, any input of image or videos if we are taking, then on that basis we can give the relevant information. But now we are training a machine, or maybe we are building our own AI model that also can do similar like a human person can do. So where you can pass the input as an image or videos, form, text, speech, anything, and then on that basis we are going to build our AI model that is going to predict, and on that basis it is going to give the. So basically, with the help of AI side, we are going to do the prediction, and we are going to do building our AI model. So training and testing, both the things we are going to do. We are going to basically provide multiple ways of the input, like that. We can extract the information, and knowledge mining you can do. Okay, you can do the sentiment analysis, object recognition, object detection, image analysis, okay, image classification. So there are n number of different operations you can do that comes under the AI part. And with the help of that, here we can simply help over here to protect any unwanted or unusual activities going on, or any abnormal activities going on. So with the help of that also, with the help of AI also, we can simply play a key role over here. So basically, AI is coming up with the same capabilities that we are as a human being that we have. So similar way, we are building a software or AI model. With the help of that, we can perform all these operations, and we can do prediction, we can do classification, recognition, and we can do conversion. All the operations we can do, but this time with the help of machine or with the help of software. So there are a number of examples you might have seen or you might have gone through that we can see. Some of them common workload that comes under the AI side that you can see, and at some place, at some area, you have definitely seen this different workload has been used. Maybe it could be related to machine learning side, it could be related to knowledge mining side, it could be related to the document intelligence, NLP, in different segments that we have. So here basically with the help of these different subset that we have related to AI, we can simply build our AI model, or we can train our machine. So first of all, our very common AI workload is your machine learning. So machine learning is basically we use for predicting the model, or where you need to train the model, okay, in the particular training amount of data, and on that basis we will see that the prediction is going to done. So we have a training data and we have a testing data. On that basis, we are going to do the training with the respective to of different machine learning algorithms that we have, like classification, regression, different machine learning algorithms. With the help of that, we are going to do the training our model, and we will be going to do the analysis, and then after, on the basis of that, we will share some new data and we'll come up with the testing or the prediction. Like let's take an example. Okay, we are going to share last 3 year data of the weather, and on that basis I want to do the weather forecasting. Like, okay, this is a month, this is the heat temperature, this is the humidity, and everything is going on. What is the prediction to having a rain? Okay, so as per the training of your model, we will get the prediction how much chances it is that okay today is going to be rain, or after 1 week it is going to be rain. So prediction of forecasting of your weather. Second is basically prediction of any diseases while doing the analysis, and maybe you are doing the different running vehicle, or maybe any particular uh, stock, or maybe any particular match going on that you want to do the prediction. What is the chances for a great score over here, what is the chances for winning that particular series? So on these cases here, basically we are going to train our model as per the data that we have, like large amount of data we need to provide. So we are going to train our model, and then on that basis we are going to share the prediction, or we will be see the prediction of the output as per the data that we have. Then we have a computer vision coming up. So computer vision is basically where the data we are going to share as an input is your image, video, or your any particular JPG or PNG file, MP4 file, these type of data. So visual interpretation, or maybe visual data we are going to share as an input, and on top of that we are going to do image classification. Like I have shared a number of different type of images. I need to see that okay what type of flower it is, or it is a flower image, or it's a animal image. So we are doing the image classification over here, that okay so it is going to segregate image related to flowers in the different segment, and image related to animal, this will be in the different segment. So image classification you can do. Then after that you have like image recognition, or maybe you can say face recognition, image face detection that you have. Then similar way you want to see that okay what is image analysis means. Within image, what are the different objects you can identify, or maybe tags that you can identify, or labeling or annotation on your images. That is going to come under your computer vision, where is an input we are going to provide your images, or the data in the form of image or video, and then on that basis we are going to do the analysis. That comes under your computer vision. Then on top of that you have a NLP, that is your natural language processing. Now here we are going to work on the like what type of particular statement or sentence has been given. Like for example, you have some uh, text, or maybe you are getting the feedback on some product. Okay, so what type of feedback it is? It is a positive feedback, it's a negative feedback, or it's a neutral feedback. So like if you have some retail data, on that basis you want to do the analysis that okay for a particular product how many good review has been received. Okay, so on that basis we can use the NLP. So NLP is basically on the natural language processing side, where it is going to see the written or spoken, like any particular say, statement that has been written, or any particular statement that has been spoken by the person. Then it is going to analyze that okay what type of statement it is. It is a positive, it's a negative, it's a neutral, or what type of information it has. So all this information these type of analysis we are going to do inside your NLP, natural language processing, where we are going to simply do the analysis or the prediction as per the sentence, or as per the written input that you have given. So computer vision will be dealing with the images or videos, and then NLP will be dealing with the written sentence or speaking sentences. Then you have a document analysis. Now here you can take an example of, like, for example, there is some sales guy and he need to submit his monthly billing. So he need to take the picture of is all the bills like petrol, food, or anything, and he need to upload. So we need to check that, okay, on every bill what is the invoice amount or tax amount you have, and that amount need to be paid. So just taking the text on top of the document, or that could be a PDF file, that could be like an Excel file, or any kind of data that you have. So document intelligence basically to reading that document, like that PDF file, and extracting the meaningful information over there. Like in that invoice when we want to extract that, okay, what is the total invoice number, and what is the total invoice number, and what is that is going to come under your document intelligence. And on top of that, here we have a knowledge mining thing where you have like a large amount or huge amount of data that we have. So we want to extract the meaningful information from there. Like, okay, if I'm going to search something on Google, I can see there are a number of different tabs open, but it's not necessarily all the tabs are relevant for me or meaningful for me. So that's why here in the knowledge mining, in the set of like a huge amount of data, it's coming up with the searchable or the knowledgeable information that will be only needed for you. So that is going to come under the knowledge mining. Then on top of the generative AI you have, so in the generative AI side, basically we are going to, right now you can see the ChatGPT is the best example that is very much popular in the market. So that is basically generative AI where that is following your generative AI where GPT model it is following, and it is going to create their own basically language. Like it will be a conversation between a machine or a person, and where it is like your particular AI response that you are getting, that is also by the thinking beyond as per the normal conversation chatbot you are building. So it's going to include your NLP also, images also, code also, everything. Because if I'm going to simply write down a one line statement, okay, like show me a particular red on a moon, so that type of image doesn't exist. But with the help of generative AI, it is going to build that image. So that's why here we are going to use this generative AI models. You can build your own chatbot also, that in the backend is going to connect with this generative AI, or you can basically refer to with like you can build from the scratch also, where you can make a conversational chatbot. So it's basically you can use this for a virtual agent or a virtual assistant in your use case, and that you can simply utilize it with the respective to assigning this virtual agent on the any website, or maybe for booking any appointment or something, or for sharing the nearby details that is looking for, or apart from that, like some relevant information that will be needed. So all this information can be taken care by the generative AI, that is on the chatbot side. But apart from that, if you can think of into the video and AI also, right now you can see videos also you can make with the help of generative AI. People are like music also you can make with the help of AI, or images also. There are different aspects that you can follow, and on that basis you can implement. So these are some common workload that you usually see that is going to be used over here. And with the help of that, here if we are going to see, these are some principle of AI also going to be built. Like if I'm going to build any generative AI model, so on top of that, here these are some key concepts or principle we should follow. Like, okay, your AI model should be fair. It's not like a bias, like on the basis of the gender or on the basis of age or on the basis of color. It's not a bias one. It should be giving you a fair decision, or it should be a reliable. It's not like you have given some like you build a model and that will be giving a wrong output, and on that basis people has followed that, and that will be coming up some other uh, it's not safe for the end user to be used. So it should be reliable and safe, and it is going to take care about the data. So it should be private and secure also, where data is not going to be exposed, or it's not going to be available or visible to them. So that is basically also you should be follow. Then it should be in the inclusiveness, where solution can be available, but yes, it's basically like it's basically the people you can take who is not who is not able to read properly. Okay, so it's not like your model is not going to be work for that particular person. Okay, so your model should be friendly or maybe user friendly, and it should be acceptable by all the user, and on that basis it should be helpful for other user also. Then transparency, here it is basically much more transparent, where people simply can go ahead, and then on the basis of that they can take the decision. Accountability, basically it will be AI driven decision. Okay, like as a human being, we will understand the situation, on that basis we are coming up into the making some decisions. So here also in the accountability side, a particular person, that whatever decision we are taking on the basis of AI, because we search on maybe the some chat GPT or some AI model, on that basis we are taking a decision. So in that case, your AI model should be taking following all these principles. In that case, your model should be a complete solutions are coming up under the AI. So these are some responsibility or common principle that we should follow. Then, okay, if we talk about the machine learning fundamental, also that is the first component that we have talked about. Then the second component we have is the fundamental of machine learning, and if we talk about in this, so here you can see like we have segregated our this AI workload into different segment. So the first segment that we have in the machine learning side. So similar to this, basically in Azure side we have. If we talk about into the Azure side, in Azure we have a different segment or different services available that could be related to AI and ML side. So if I am going to create any machine learning model, so on that basis here we have a machine learning workspace available on Azure that you can simply use it, and with the help of that you can do the training your data, and then do the choose the algorithm, which algorithm you want to go, and then you can do the prediction. So basically, your machine learning will work into the testing and training model, where we will take 70% data for training your model, and 30% data we will use for testing that model. Okay, so we'll not use the same data for testing your machine learning model. Training data is different, and then testing data is different. We will follow 30 to 70% ratio. So 70% data will be for training purpose. We'll do where we are going to analyze. If you want to do some label on your data, then you can give that. You want to see what are the features you want to align, or maybe what are the key column that will be used over here. So on that basis, you are going to choose which algorithm you want to go. Like we have a different number of algorithm available, like classification, regression, or you have a clustering, or you have a different other machine learning model you have, that you can simply choose it. And on that basis you need to plan that, okay, as per your data, or which model you want to which type of prediction you want to do, and then respective algorithm you need to choose it. And on that basis, here you can see your model is ready, and you can see that, okay, how much percentage it is giving you a correct prediction. Now on the production side, if you are going to see that, okay, when we are going to build this, so we need to see that, okay, if I'm going to share some testing data that is not being used while doing the training, then in that case how much accurate prediction it is doing. Because in the training obviously you have done the labeling, or maybe you have provided the inputs, on that basis it is giving you the correct output. But if I'm sharing the like a new or data, completely new data, then what is the percentage it is giving the prediction? Like if it is a greater than 85%, then it will be like good prediction we are getting. If it is a less than, in that case we cannot rely on that particular model. We need to work on more optimization. We need to take more features to be added. We need to take more column to be added, or maybe you can try with a different algorithm also that we have. Okay, so on that basis, here you need to build the entire machine learning model. And on Azure, if you are jumping, then in that case, in the Azure side, you have automated machine learning model option available. With the help of that, you can create your automated machine learning model. You do not need to write down the code from scratch. You want to write down, yes, you can do. You can build your own notebook. You can import all the modules, and then you can use the designer also for building that. But yes, here you have a feature of automated machine learning. With the help of that, you can do the prediction while building the automated machine learning model over here. That is one thing. Then apart from that, here there are other options also available, that, okay, you can use the existing other feature that we have for designing the pipeline in the machine learning, or you can simply drag and drop and show that, okay, which type of algorithm you are using. So there are different approaches that we have available in the machine learning side that you can use it. That is one in the machine learning side. Then after that, you can see these are the different type of machine learning models, different sections we have available. So on a high scale level, there are other also, but yes, it's on a high scale level that, okay, these are the different machine learning model we have, like supervised machine learning model, unsupervised machine learning model. So first of all, machine learning, where we are training a machine over here to learn from the data, and then on that basis give the prediction. Okay, like if I'm sharing any patient data as an input, and on that basis it is going to learn or understand the patient data, and on that basis it is going to give the output. Okay, like the how much is the chance that person could be a diabetic person, a patient could be a diabetic person or not. So machine learning model are basically coming up into the two different sections: supervised machine learning model and unsupervised machine learning model. Supervised machine learning model we are going to use where we are going to see what are the different type of models we are going to use where we are going to apply the labeling. Okay, so in the supervised one you are going to apply the label means tag you are going to apply, but in the unsupervised one you are not going to apply any tags or label. It's an unlabeled machine learning model. So inside the supervised machine learning model, you have two further segregation, regression, and classification. And in regression, you can see label number is a numeric value like 0, 1 you are allocating. And in classification, it's as per the class, like you are going for the primary class model or you are going with the multi-class model. Then in the unsupervised machine learning model, we have a clustering where we are going to make a group of same type of things, same type of product or same type of item. So similar item, we are going to group them together. Like if you see in the regression side here, we are going to give the like okay, if the person is diabetic, then we are giving one. If the person is non-diabetic, then we are giving the zero. Okay, so that is going to be we can add it over here in the like classification model where you can see the prediction we are going to see that okay the person could be a diabetic or not, so we can give the label of 0 and 1. Then after that here we are predicting that okay as per the temperature what is the chance that how much ice cream could be sold or how much bicycle will be go on the rent. So these are some examples that is going to come under the regression model. Then you can see in the multi-class model we are going to see that okay what is the species you have for the penguin on the basis of its measurement, like okay what is the height, health, weight, what is the structure of the body, then what type of species is there in the penguin that we are providing as per the detail, and that is going to come under the multi-class classification. Then we have a clustering. Here we are putting the similar item or the similar type of item in the same group, like okay same type of flower, maybe the color is different, could be rose, it could be white, black, red, pink, whatever type of rose it is. So we are putting them into the together. That is one. And then another is basically tulip is another flower. So in that case we are making a group of rose one together, and then tulip is another flower, so we are putting them together. So on that basis the same type of category we are going to group the item in one particular as per their characteristics. So that is a different type of machine learning model we have. And if we see on the Azure side, what are the different type of services we have on Azure? So if I go to the Azure environment, you see here we are currently into the Microsoft Azure page, and here if you are a student, then in that case you can create your student account on the Microsoft Azure. That will be available for a month, for a year basically. But what you need to use is you need to use your university ID. Okay, if you're a student you can use your university ID, and with the help of that you can activate your free subscription on Azure, and you can simply explore Azure services and other services that we have available on Azure platform. Apart from that, here if you are not a student but you want to learn machine learning, or maybe you want to start on the Azure side, so in that case you can create your free trial account still that is available for a month. And for that you need to use your credit card or debit card value, and after 30 days it is going to be expired, so you can activate for 30 days free trial account and you can explore it. And then you feel that okay this is something which platform you can use for like learning purpose, and you can do the hands-on also. There are ample amount of projects related to AI available on the GitHub and the other platform. So you can simply activate your free account or subscription over here, and once you log in into the Microsoft Azure side, what you need to do is you just need to check in the subscription side and just say, okay, you have active subscription available. And once you have active subscription available, you can go ahead and build the resources over here, and you can utilize it for the lab purpose in this case. So for that, what we are going to do is, if you see here, I'm going back to the home page, and this is my Microsoft Azure portal where I've already logged in. And inside that, here you can see this is the left side. There is the different option, and if you click on the home dashboard, and these are the list of services you have. But I want to see all the services, and in the left side you have the option for AI and machine learning related services. So let's see what are the different AI and related machine learning related services you have. So the topmost you have is the Azure AI Studio that Microsoft recently launched. Here you can build the AI related model. Like you can build your generative AI, you can build your chatbot, you can build your computer vision, all the things. So it's basically AI related complete studio. where you can build your OpenAI services also and other Gen AI services also, and then there are a number of different platform or the playground area, simple data set, and other things also have been provided. Then this is your machine learning side, Azure machine learning workspace that you have, and here you are going to do the machine learning prediction that just now I mentioned. You can choose basically which type of algorithm you need to use, like classification, regression, clustering, okay, or maybe any other different type of you have. Then you can simply use it while deploying the model. On that basis, you can do the prediction. And simply over here, if you go, both are a platform as a service. You don't need to install or set up anything. You can simply go ahead and use it over here into the Azure AI machine learning platform. Apart from that, there are some other machine learning services also you have. Like first you have is the Azure AI search. Here basically it is for the come under the knowledge mining thing that we have seen. That is a one type of workload that we have discussed, where it is going to help you for searching the services and like searching the data in detail. Then Azure AI service, multi-service account you can build, and anonymous detector you have, like okay, if any kind of suspicious activity or unwanted activity is coming up, so anonymous detectors you can do. Computer vision, that we can do the image analysis. Computer vision, we have seen that as an input, I'm passing the images or videos, and on that basis I want to do the image analysis. So simply you can do the computer vision. Custom vision also you can do here, so that also you can utilize it. Then face API recognition you have, language recognition, OpenAI also you can integrate with this. Okay, speech services that we have that you can use it. Then Azure AI related services we have. Okay, so this is also like you can integrate with the Azure all the services. If you can see in the left panel, if I click on that, all the services will be coming up into the Azure AI services. Okay, you can see what are the services has been, and in the overview, these are the different Azure AI services you can build. Okay, this is going to become under your like Q&A maker. Okay, language understanding, content safety. Okay, anonymous detector, bot surveys. So all this comes under the Azure AI services only. Then after that here, you can go for video indexer, bot service. Like I want to build my own chatbot, okay, without much writing down the code. So it will be basically a Q&A maker where you can pre-train it with the some FAQ, or you can give some general question, and on that basis the chatbot you can build. Then content moderator, document intelligence you have, that is basically document under the we have one more workload, document intelligence, that is going to come. So these are some Azure AI services you have available that you can use for ML or AI side, and with the help of that you can make like use just you need a subscription that you can activate it, and after that you can simply integrate it and you can utilize this section that we have. Like if you are going to build any of the services, you can simply go ahead into this Microsoft Azure, and once you have validated, you have a simply available subscription. So you can see if I'm going for Azure AI service, and in the left panel these are the different Azure AI services we have available. Okay, like if I'm going to build a OpenAI side, so here you can integrate with the OpenAI side. And if I want to build in the AI search side, so you can simply see that okay, basically we can build it like face API recognition. I want to build it. All this part of your Azure AI only, but yes, here you can simply access it and you can see that what are the Azure AI services we have. Apart from that, if you want to build one Azure AI Studio, how we can build one Azure AI Studio, that we will see here. So you can simply go over here, Azure AI Studio, and then you have the option for new Azure AI Hub, and we are going to open this Azure AI Hub, and inside that first is you should have an active subscription. If you have active subscription, then simply inside that you are going to choose the resource group. So we have a resource hierarchy. First you should have active subscription. Like at a subscription level you are going to manage the invoice, bills, okay, and you can set up the budget, cost, everything we will manage at a subscription level. Then within the subscription you have a resource group. So resource group is nothing, it's just a collection of resources, and inside that you are going to build a resource. Like this Azure AI Hub is a resource. Okay, so the hierarchy will be subscription, resource group, and then resource. Okay, so you should have a subscription. Then within that you could create like a multiple resource groups, and within the resource group you are going to create a resources. So these AI services that we recently talked about, these are basically your resources. So we have 200 plus different services available, and you can simply integrate one of them, and you just need a subscription. Inside that you can simply go ahead and create a new resource group also. Like we are going to create a new resource group now, that is basically name I'm keeping is AI and is a resource group. So that's why, as a naming convention, generally we'll put RG underscore, and I'm putting RG underscore Azure AI Explore. So once we are going to done this is your resource group is ready, and inside that we are going to make like okay which region. So as of now, Microsoft Azure has like 60 plus regions available across 140 plus countries. Generally, we'll choose the region as per the nearby to your client location, or as per your location where the the workload or the more customer is coming up. So on that basis, you can choose a region which one is the nearby. Then you can give the name of your Azure AI hub. So I'm giving the name is okay. Now you want to give some nickname kind of thing over here. You can give the name also over here. Then after that, here you have a default project source group, like that will be the associated, because when we are going to provision your AI hub, it's not like only one service will be created with respective to this AI. There are some other services also going to create, like a keyboard application inside storage container registry. So all this will be associated with the project resource group, which we are going to be deployed inside your Azure AI hub. Then after that, it is basically you are going to connect with some OpenAI model, and as of now, as there is so much demand, so that's why here all of them are not generally getting the access and the building the model on the OpenAI hub. So you might need to raise the access request, okay, and with the help of that, you can simply build it over here inside that OpenAI. So if you can see here, basically provide a Microsoft maintained base model where Microsoft, as I mentioned, it's a platform as a service where Microsoft is going to provide the base model, and on that basis, you can simply manage it in your subscription. Is a separate resource, but you need to see that okay, you have the access on this, because right now due to the heavy demand on this Azure AI Studio, this is not directly available. You need to raise a request. Okay, this is I'm talking on today's date. So in the June 2024, maybe in the future it will be publicly available for everyone, where everyone can go ahead and use it. So if you go to the next storage, then inside the storage account here, you like by default whenever we are going to deploy any service, so inside that there are like in the default, like the data set and everything will be available. So that's why here by default we need to allocate a storage account, and then keyword for holding the key secret and endpoints and the credentials over here. Apart from that, application inside for the logging purpose, if you want to maintain, you can create it. By default setting up none, so we are not doing the changes, we are going with the default. And then next is the networking. Here we are going to give the public access, so that's why we are going with the public. Encryption also we are going with the MMK, that is your Microsoft managed keys. Then in the identity also we are going system assign manage identity, and tags is basically as the best practice we should give, where with the help of tag we are going to grant the respective access, like okay, for which purpose I created, like okay, I created for project, and I can mention that okay, for Azure AI Explore. Okay, now once you provide all the basic detail, rest all the things we are going as a default, then you can click on the review and create. And once you click on this, it will take a few moments for creation, and then we will be on this create page. Because as I mentioned, when we are creating an Azure AI hub, there are some dependent tools or resources also going to be deployed. So on that basis, we can simply take it in. Take that okay, it is also going to be part of the deployment. When I'm deploying my Azure AI Studio, it is going to deploy a storage account also, key vault also, and your other dependent services like OpenAI connection and these things also. So it will take a minute for deployment. Let's take a moment. Okay, now you can see here basically it is deploying a storage account, Azure AI services, and keyword. So it's not like only one service we are creating other services also. So let's deploy this. So a keyword, the storage account, and AI service has been deployed. No machine learning. No, it's completely deployed. You can once it's deployed, you can click on go to resource, and now Azure AI Hub is ready. So you can see in the left panel there are a couple of different options, and this is the overview page. But if you scroll down here in the below, it is going to show you that okay, this is my Azure AI Studio. So if you are going to launch your Azure AI Studio, it is going to take you to your Azure AI Studio page, and inside that here you are going to deploy the component. You can build your machine AI model or machine learning model, and then you can simply set it up. So if you see in the left panel again, there are a couple of different options. Like if you see here, currently we are into the AI hub, so that is your Azure AI Explorer. This is the name that I kept. Here you can see all the projects that you have built. As of now, we have not built any project inside this, so that's why it's coming up as a blank. Then any model catalog, any model benchmark you have done, prompt catalog you have done from prompt engineering, some AI services that you have built. So these are some speech analytics, try GPT-4 Turbo and these things. So you can try it out and then you can build your model also on top of these different catalog that you have available. There are some sample data available that you can use it, and also you can like a play around for building your own model on top of. Okay, so you can see this is a one sample one that they have given that you can simply build your chat GPT model on top of that. That is basically going to follow GPT-4, and on that basis, this is the model ID. You just need to go and you just need to deploy. But you can see on the top you are getting you don't have currently access to the Azure OpenAI model, but you can request the access. So as of now, as I mentioned, it's already in a very much demand. So in that's why here it's not available directly. We need to fill a form, and then you need to raise a request. Okay, like a form will be going to be look like something this request access to Azure OpenAI, and then you need to provide these details. Okay, and on that basis that is going to apply. You can simply use it. Okay. Then after that here you can simply see I want to play around the chatbot side. So this is some playground area that you have for chatbot side, that you can see some virtual assistant side you have. So these are all the things you can simply see under that. You can build also your own. Then you have a deployment section available, and in the deployment side you can create your new deployment. You can create a new project also, like we have seen. As of now we don't have any project available inside this hub studio, AI studio. So that's why you can simply click on the create deployment, and then you can create okay what type of deployment you want to do. It will be on which, like I want to build for chat GPT-4, so you can simply choose it and then after that confirm. Okay, so you can build your GPT model, or maybe you want to build for some other use cases. So you can simply explore. These are the pre-built, pre-configured that they have. Like Meta one, I want to do GPT one, I want to do. Okay, or you want to build for other different versions. Actually, you have, and then you can simply use it. And these are the different model you have, like Hugging Face or this different one you have. Okay, so that you can simply use it. Then after that here you want to see the connections, so you can see that okay they are already when we have created your Azure, one connection has been built with Azure OpenAI service and second is with the Azure AI service. So both of the keys and the endpoints are available that you can use it, and with the help of that you can establish a new connection also. Then you have like a compute instance in the backend. As we are going to build this model, we are going to attach one compute or one virtual machine, so that you can simply access it from here. And then you can start create also, like I want to create one container, or maybe I want to create one virtual machine. So simply you can create it also. You can schedule also, that will be stopped in these things. So you can choose which VM you need. On that basis in the backend as a compute you can allocate for building your model. Then you can manage the access also under that. Okay, or maybe you want to give the manage other users permission. As of now I'm the only person in the subscription, so that's why no more users are coming up, but yes, you can add other user, manage the access over here. And then here basically it is going to give you content filter will help you for building the, basically create a filter with the project and assign the deployment. Okay, so for that basically you can build the content filter also. So these are a few features you have, and you can see it's basically keep coming up, or it's still Microsoft is building model. So there are many more opportunities are coming up in this section, and this is a very recent tool that Microsoft has launched. But you can see if you are starting from here only and then you are building. So on that basis, basically it is going to be helpful for you from now onwards, where you can explore, build some models, and you can explore some other sections also you have. Similar way, if you are building some AI services, then also you can use it for the computer vision and the different section you have. And within that, you have a Copilot section also available. Like if you are launching any age, like okay, Copilot thing is by default now. Uh, Microsoft is launching here. Maybe I'll open Edge. So in the Edge also, Microsoft by default is launching and allocating your Copilot thing, and with the help of that, you can simply utilize it. So that also you can go through and you can utilize in this section, where with the help of this what we can do is, okay, so you can see here with the help of Copilot I have to see what is the different you can use the in the backend API to building this, and then with the help of that you can simply integrate it. So you can simply use this Copilot section and you can simply write down that okay, what is Azure AI services. Okay, and on that basis you can simply use it. So you can like ChatGPT, yes you have, but yes you can use this Copilot. It is basically in-house, that is by default available, and in that basis you can simply use the inbuilt API to call, and on the basis of that you can build your model also. So you can use the Copilot in the AI studio also, and then you can integrate it from there also. So these are the few things that we have discussed, and I guess I have given some understanding on the Azure side. So I hope you liked the session and you got some clarity on the AI part. What is AI, the fundamental core concept of AI, and how you can get started for the AI section that we have. So if any question, then I am happy to answer over here. If you guys want, you guys can connect also with me on the social media platform if any question further you have. And if you have any question, feel free to add in chat also, maybe, or maybe in the comment also, so maybe I can answer. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining the session. Be with us in this session with Reskill and Azure Developer Community.